What is up, guys, and welcome back for another exciting video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Amazon FBA and specifically how you can find interesting, unique products like these two in 10 minutes or less to start your Amazon business, even with zero experience from anywhere in the world. And I know that's a big claim, but sit back and relax, grab your phone, throw it out the window so that you can concentrate. And I promise you, by the end of this short 10-minute video, you will know 100% more than you know about Amazon FBA right now. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so very quickly before we actually do get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Kevin David. I've been selling in e-commerce and on Amazon for more than 5 years now, and I've probably helped more than just about anyone else in the world get started on Amazon creating your Amazon empire. So today's video, we're gonna be talking about the 3 things that you need to know if you want to be successful on Amazon. Because a lot of things have changed now, and if you don't know about these things, you're setting yourself up for failure rather than setting yourself up for success. So very quickly, before we actually do jump into everything, please do me just 2 quick favors. Make sure you tap the like button until it turns blue, and make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bells. And last but not least, if we get 500 comments on this video that say how to sell on Amazon, we'll release a brand new part 2 of this video where we're gonna be revealing even more secrets, hacks, and ways that you can absolutely maximize the chances of being successful on Amazon. So comment down below how to sell on Amazon, and if we get 500, we will release the part 2. And so really quick, before we actually do jump into how to start actually making money with Amazon, it's important to understand what the different types of selling on Amazon is, because you've probably heard things like retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, drop shipping on Amazon, private label, wholesale. I want to break down quickly what the main categorizations of selling on Amazon are so that you can have an understanding of what might appeal most to you, because some people want to start their own brand, some people want to just resell existing brands, and there's pros and cons to each. And so I'm going to be breaking down exactly how each of these business models works so that you can have the full picture before you actually get started. Because there's a very old quote from Abraham Lincoln that I love, which says, if I had 5 hours to cut down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. And so you don't want to just jump and rush into business. You want to understand everything and then make an informed decision about what appeals most to the things that you're interested in, because this is a business you're probably going to be working on for years. So, taking a little bit of extra time up front and learning about how things work, I promise you is going to be worth your time. So the first one that we're going to talk about is retail arbitrage. Now, what retail arbitrage essentially is going to discount stores like Walmart, TJ Maxx, things like that, trying to find specific items that are on clearance or otherwise reduced, to actually move out of their store, and then essentially taking those items, saying, okay, I can buy it for $5. I check on Amazon, they're selling for $15, and then you net the difference. Now, this is very manual. You do have to go in person to the actual stores, which is why I didn't like it, because I wanted to create a business that was much more scalable, hands-off, and had the ability to actually scale without my manual involvement. The next one that we're going to be talking about is wholesale. Now, wholesale, essentially how that works is you're going out and you're actually finding existing brands. I'm talking about things like Johnson & Johnson, Now Foods, these big brands that have been around for many years. You're getting permission to actually resell their products, and then what you're doing is you're actually buying from the manufacturer in bulk, and you become the wholesaler, and then you actually take the wholesale to retail margin. So you might buy 1,000 pieces of deodorant from Old Spice for $2 each, and then go and resell them on Amazon wholesale for $4 each, for example. The next one that we're going to be talking about is drop shipping. Now, drop shipping has a long history on Amazon. I've never done drop shipping myself in a significant way because technically it is against Amazon's terms of service. This is a great way to get your account suspended, but it's also an interesting way for some people to make a lot of sales very quickly, right? And then not have to actually risk any of their own money to actually buy the inventory up front, because you only buy the inventory after you've already sold it. And so how that would work is, for example, let's say that James from California wants to buy a sofa, right? He would go on Amazon, he would find a sofa, he'd buy it for $400. That $400 would come to our account, and then we'd go out and find that exact same sofa from Walmart for $200. We'd ship it directly to James, meaning that we only bought the inventory after we'd already sold it for more. Again, this is against Amazon's terms of service, and so I don't teach it or recommend it, and I don't recommend that you actually do get into it because it's not the best long-term option. And then last but not least, definitely definitely the most common and overwhelmingly most profitable overall way to actually get involved selling on Amazon is private label. Now, the difference between wholesale and private label is with wholesale is essentially me getting permission to sell Nike shoes and making a small percentage of that via profit. Private label means I create my own shoe with my own logo and sell it as my own brand. This is really appealing to a lot of people because people like being creative. They like the idea of owning their own brand and things like that, which is why that's what we're gonna be focusing on for the remainder of this video. But I did wanna give you kind of a heads up of exactly how all of the different methods to sell on Amazon work so that you can intelligently actually understand and speak to people and decide which of them actually appeals the most to you. All right, guys, so without further ado, let's jump into my screen. And I'm gonna show you exactly the process that I use to identify home run potential products. And what I mean by that is a product that has the potential to earn enough revenue monthly for it to be worth my time to actually invest into doing all of the upfront work that later turns into passive income once you've actually done that. And so what I like to do is actually come over to zonbase.com. It's ZONBASE, like AmazonBase.com, right? So Zonbase is the software that I personally use, all of my students use. It's the one I recommend. It has by far the most accurate and most expansive number of tools and services. They give you the best one-on-one support, and they actually have the best pricing, right? Which is why I'm gonna be using and focusing on that during my tutorial. So the first thing I'm gonna do is jump into Zonbase. Again, I will have a link down below where you can actually schedule a completely free one-on-one call with a member of Zonbase's team, where you can actually get a customized blueprint that shows you exactly how you can personally get started on Amazon literally as soon as today or this week. That will be the first link down in the description, and I'll actually have it in the comments as well. So what we're gonna be focusing on is something called Zonresearch. Now, Zonresearch essentially is one of the most powerful tools of any software anywhere in Amazon. What it does is it actually goes out and looks through all of the different categories on Amazon and then brings you back and shows you products based on the filters you set, right? And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go over here where it says choose a preset. And again, we're just right here under product research inside of Zonresearch on Zonbase. And also, just so you know, if you need any help, you can actually click need help on any of the tools inside of Zonbase to view a video that shows you exactly how to get things set up. So what we're gonna do is select a preset, and we're gonna go ahead and click base hit. What this does is it automatically populates all of the different categories and filters in the way that we want. I'm gonna erase these just so I can show you exactly how this works, just so it's a little bit easier to understand. So minimum revenue means I only wanna see products that have a minimum of $9,000 a month in revenue monthly, right? I don't wanna look at products that are making less than that because I don't think it's worth my time at this point to actually invest all of the upfront work to sell this product and make the profit if it's making less than $9,000 in revenue a month, right? We also wanna set the max reviews at 100. We don't wanna sell a bunch of products that have, more than 100 reviews, because again, think about it logically. If you see two products, one has 1,000 reviews, one has 10 reviews, you're gonna choose the 1,000, and reviews are one of the hardest things to actually get on Amazon, so we're gonna think about that ahead of time. So what we're gonna do is we're also gonna set a minimum price. We don't wanna see products under $13. Why? Because with Amazon's pick and pack fees and referral fees for doing all of the fulfillment for you, right, you wanna make sure that you set yourself up in a position where you can earn enough profit per sale, again, for it to be worth your time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click search down here, and then Zonbase is gonna go out and find us a ton of different products that meet that criteria, right? Things that are more than $13 each, things that have more than $9,000 a month in revenue, and products that have less than 100 reviews on average. And so you can see right here, the monthly revenue is showing right here, the reviews are showing right here, right? And so we can see that all of these products do in fact match what I was actually trying to see. And so what you can do is you can download a CSV if you want. You can add additional columns like weight, seller, seasonality, things like that. You can show more actual entries. So instead of seeing 10, you can see 100 on one screen. And so what we wanna do now is we wanna actually look and see if any of these products actually catch our eye. So this is actually something that I've bought myself, a telescoping display easel. I think I actually have one right around here. So I'm gonna open this one up because that's something that definitely immediately piques my interest. Now, I'm gonna try to speak out loud here so you can understand the process that I go through when I'm thinking about doing product research. I don't like to see clothes, right? Clothing has way too many sizes. People return it too often, right? People negatively rate it because it looks bad on them, things like that. Electronics, too many moving pieces, too many fees and things like that with customs for the most part. And these are not steadfast rules. These are just things that I focus on. I like to look for products that have high perceived value, right? That means things that could be a gift potentially, where people don't care as much about how much it costs because the meaning is something important for other people, right? And so we're gonna keep going down here, down at more of these. Proline power converter, women's hair treatment, hanging travel toiletry bag. This could be something that's interesting for sure. Curvaceous low foam shampoo and conditioner. Happy aromatherapy balm gift set could be an interesting one. But what we're gonna do is just take a look at the two that we saw. So we can see that this item is sold out, right? It says currently unavailable. That could be a good sign, right? Because they already sold out all of their units. Another thing that we're gonna look at is the lightweight aluminum telescoping display easel, right? Again, this is a product that is, $130, but essentially all this is a set of cheap aluminum stands. And so this could definitely be something that might be interesting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take this main keyword, right? We can see lightweight aluminum, those aren't the main keywords. 70 inches black obviously aren't the main keyword. So we're gonna take telescoping display easel, and we're actually going to run it inside of Amazon. And what I mean by that is I'm literally just gonna search it as if I'd search anything else. And so now what we're gonna do is we're actually going to run the Chrome extension. Now, if you don't have the Chrome extension, it's very easy to download. Again, you just come over here to the sidebar, go under product research, click on Chrome extension. You can download it completely for free, just like you can sign up for zonbase.com completely free with your free trial. Now, what we can see right here is after the Chrome extension has time to load, right, it does show us an average monthly revenue of just over 42K. We can see the average price is above that $13 mark that we're looking for. So above the 9,000 that we're looking for, definitely above the $13 on average that we're looking for. The only problem is the reviews look a little bit high, right? So let's take a look at some of these. So we can see that this one has over 9K in monthly revenue, which looks good. 122 reviews, right? Definitely what we want to see. We can see this one does 162K a month, but it has 2,000 reviews, right? So some of the reviews are a little bit higher than we like, but there are things like this one that has only 98 reviews, for example, that has over $30,000 in monthly revenue. Now, the hardest part of being successful on Amazon is finding the right product. If you find the right product, everything is downstream. If you don't find the right product, right, everything is an uphill battle from day one. And so, 75–80% of your time should really be focused on finding the right product, which again is something that we can help with if you're interested in getting started on Amazon with your completely free call with a member of our team, which will be the first link and comment down in the description if you are interested in checking it out. And so what I like to do next is I like to look at how I could potentially improve this product, right? So we can see right here, these products have a number of reviews, but they only have an average of 4 out of 5 stars. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click into the reviews right here. Go into the actual review section, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to filter by 1 stars. We can see these easels are supported by elastic bands, very lightweight and flimsy, easily tip over at the slightest breeze. Horribly unstable, my poster kept falling off, not sturdy at all, right? So if I was going to enter this particular product niche, I would obviously make sure that I was optimizing to ensure that the easel was sturdy, didn't blow over in the wind, and made sure to have some clamps or something like that to keep the paper or whatever you actually wanted to attach to the easel easily connected to it. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, right, I'm making all of these videos completely for free for you. Please do show some love, tap the like button, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bells, and comment down below how to sell on Amazon. And again, if we get 500 comments, I will release a brand new part 2 of this video that we've never shown publicly before. But essentially all I'm doing is going inside of Zonbase, setting some actual filters that I think are interesting, and then taking a look at those products. Another cool feature of Zonbase that no other software actually has is something called the hot products section. Now, what the hot products section is it looks for products that are the top 100 most gifted on Amazon. Again, that's important because of perceived value, or people don't care as much about price, increasing sales trend, and less than 30 reviews. Now, what we can see is these products have huge spikes in their sales history, which is a good sign. They have really strong revenue right above that 9K mark, and only have a few reviews. reviews. And now what we can see is these are actually updating every hour all day long, right? 16 hours ago, 14 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 1 hour ago. So these are products where you can actually see the seasonality, the increased sales trend, the overall revenue, the minimized number of reviews to get the wheels turning in your mind about what types of products actually sell well on Amazon, so you can actually start to reverse engineer, what type of product you want to sell based on the success of others. A big mistake that a lot of intro and beginner Amazon sellers make is they want to try to sell a product that's never been sold on Amazon before. This is a huge mistake, right? And if you're thinking that, trust me when I tell you it's a huge mistake, because you don't have any data backing up your assumptions that that product will actually work on Amazon. What you want to do instead is look for a pre-existing niche that exists on Amazon, and then what you want to do is you want to look at the negative reviews, look for patterns, and then actually create the best product on the market, right? If you just create the exact same product that already exists, that product probably has more reviews and they have a big head start on you. But if you create a literally differentiated and superior product based on improving the negative reviews of existing products in a niche, you already know the data's there, you already know the sales are there, you already know that people are typing in and interested in this product, right? And so instead of starting from scratch, you start with a lot of data behind you from day one, maximizing your overall chances of success. And so like I said, guys, I was trying to keep this video short in 10 minutes. So hopefully you understand a lot more about how to actually go about finding the products, the best software to use, a lot of mistakes to avoid. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you're interested in actually hopping on a completely free, zero pressure, one-on-one call with an expert member of our team that can actually help you get set up with your specific customized plan to get you started and get all the resources and all the networking and all the community behind you to maximize your chances of success, check out the first link down in the description and the comment. Sign up for a free call while we still have space left. And before we wrap the video up, like I mentioned at the beginning of the actual video, you guys are probably interested in how much these Glow Pro glow in the dark cups and this triple cut nail dial, which are totally random products I know, are making every single month on Amazon. So I decided to make this fun for you guys. And so what I'm gonna do is whoever guesses the closest accurate number of how many units this product and this product sell on average every single month,